welcome to the Community Spotlight Podcast. My guests today, I have two. Randy Mann, he is off to my left if you're looking on YouTube. He's got a nice purple shirt on, kind of a plaidish one. And to my right is, I got to get your name right, Billy Wheeland.
Yes.
I got that right?
You
Wheeland.
got it right.
Okay. Thank you. And I thank you both for being on here. You're going to say, well, what are these folks on for? Well, they're representing the Bucyrus Little Theater. They've got a production coming up that sounds quite fascinating. It's called Drop Dead.
Yes.
Now, I won't make jokes about that kind of stuff because that would probably cause other things, but I'm going to let Randy kind of start us off. Basically, in a nutshell, what's this about, Drop Dead?
It's a play within a play. So every actor, almost every actor or actress, is playing not only their original role, but then what role they're playing in that play within a play. So that adds a level of convolution and comedic problems that we have. Almost everyone has a problem. So they're either past their prime, they think they're better than they are, they shouldn't be in the play for one reason or the other, or they're just dumb. So all those things together, and added to with the catalyst that there's a murder in the play that's going around and killing people. It just brings everything to a head, and it just when you think it can't get any funnier, there's just more stupidity and more ridiculousness that adds to it till the very, very end. So it's a physical show. There's a lot of funny things that you need to watch and see. Just one example would be that the play is so inadequately funded. There's only $35 for to do this play that we're doing, that they have to paint the chairs onto the wall. And yet within the play, there are lines that say, take a seat. So the men have to just run over to the wall and pretend to sit in this painted on chair. Just things. It's just...
That's just one.
It just sounds kind of crazy.
It is. It's very similar to Clue, perhaps. It's similar to The Play That Goes Wrong. It's very similar to Noises Off, if you're familiar with any of those plays. So it's just ridiculous.
Now, my understanding is you're going to play the role of a producer.
I play the role of the director.
The role of the director.
The producer is a man who has the money, and he bankrolls the play. But because of that, he then brings his girlfriend in, who has no business being on this stage. But we go into that too. But
yeah, we don't want to give away too much here.
It's just a lot of. Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of mayhem, but a lot of funny lines and a lot of things in the midst of this murder mystery. Basically,
I think, like those other plays that I mentioned, if you've ever been in a play, ever, you will recognize the problems that we're having in this play. You know, whether it be timing or being off on lines, not knowing your spot. It's just it's very fun.
Well, I know you've had acting experience. You were in on when we did Plaid Tidings. You were one of the gentlemen here. Then when we talked about that, I know you've done a lot of things with theater. So I'm going to segue over here to Billy a minute and give her a chance to talk. I know you've been in a number of things as well, haven't you, over the years?
Oh, yes. Someone asked me my favorite, and I couldn't choose. I think there's 8 or 10 of them, and because I love them all, and whichever one I'm in at the time is my favorite.
Yeah. You get into role, don't you?
Oh, I do. Yeah. Yes, I become the person.
Yes. Yeah.
Literally.
Now I notice he's laughing over here, Randy. So
Billy really has somewhat of a small part, but a great likelihood that she could steal the show. That when people leave, she could be the funniest character that they have. It is just a small part. Well, she's not. I would think maybe Tim and Mona might be one of the big parts.
Sure. Well,
I don't know, but you just steal the show when every time you come on or even get taken off.
He's my new best friend, by the way.
Oh, well, I figured that. He's also a good promo, a good agent for you. I would say you might want to check him out. Check that out.
In the last few years, every year I say, oh, that's going to be the last time. I'm getting too old to do this. So my parts that usually somebody calls me and says, Billy, you got to try this. but they're getting smaller for a reason, because it's hard to remember. I did Arsenic and Old Lace, and I played Martha, one of the main characters, and there was a lot of dialogue to remember, so I have to pare it down a little bit.
You're kind of like, see a lot of this here, I have to ad lib and just go with it. It's different than when you have lines that, people are expecting they're going to say this, and when you don't say those lines, some people that are, what I want to say, purists to what the play was, they get upset because you're not saying those lines.
Yes, someone, I can't remember which play it was now, but I did flub a line, but I ad-libbed. But afterwards, she came up and she said, the play was wonderful, but you guys didn't do the lines right. So she knew, and it was like, well,
that's all right, but hey, it is a community theater.
Yes.
It's
we don't get the big bucks.
No, you're not getting the big bucks in the rolls or anything else. Drop Dead. It is going to be March 8th through 10th and March 15th through 17th, and I'm going to give you these dates and times. March 8th, that's a Friday, and Saturday, March 9th, that is a Saturday. It starts at 7:30 in the evening, and then there's a matinee on Sunday, March 10th, starting at 2:30, the matinee. And again, we go back the next weekend, which is Friday, March 15th, and Saturday, March 16th, for 7:30 in the evening. And Sunday, March 17th, is the matinee at 2:30. So you have a lot of opportunities. My understanding is $15 for adults, 10 for students. Tickets are on sale now.
Yes.
We got into this last time. People can order online. What are the options here for people?
They can order online. If you're older like me, I would just call the Bucyrus Little Theater.
Okay.
There'll be an answering machine service there. You call, leave your name, the date that you want, and how many tickets, and then they will call you back. I believe to get payment.
But there is options to go online and do this, but you can also call, and I will give that number. It's 419-562-0731.
And of course, there's tickets there available usually at that night.
That night
of the
as well.
performance. Just pick them up.
Hopefully.
Buy at the door.
Hopefully there will be. Maybe it'll be sold out.
Well, maybe you guys have done such a great job promoting this thing, it'll be a sellout before you even start.
That would be wonderful.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
That
Would
would
be
be
great.
wonderful.
Anything else that you guys would like to add on this?
I would just say that Jason Chandler, who's the director,
Right.
The actual director.
oh yes, that won't be on the stage. He and the casting crew or whoever put everyone that's in this play, it's the role for them. So in many ways, it's not tremendously a lot of acting. It's just them just taking themselves maybe up one or two notches and presenting it. So it's really very good.
I just want to encourage, as I go to wrap this up, Drop Dead again is being held at the Bucyrus Little Theater. By the way, that's located at 130 Songer Avenue in Bucyrus, for those that might not know. If you need to call and get tickets, it's 419-562-0731, or you can go to BucyrusLittleTheater.com. There, believe me, you'll be able to get tickets, not unless we sell them all out here, right here. We just don't know with us wonderful my friends here that are presenting this today.
And I would like to add one thing. The Little Theater does have a Facebook page.
Yes.
And they're doing a lot of things. They're having special teenage workshops for young people to get involved with the theater and something
And some
fun.
master classes.
And the master classes and specific things. They're doing so much for the community. I hope people come out and support the theater. It's important.
Okay, and for us to support the theater now for Drop Dead, I got to give them showtimes, Kim. All right? March 8th and 9th, that's a Friday and Saturday, and Friday and Saturday, March 8th and 9th, and Friday and Saturday, March 15th and 16th at 7:30 is showtime, and the matinees are Sunday, March 10th at 2:30, and obviously Sunday, March 17th at 2:30.
Yes.
I think I've exhausted them. $15 for adults, 10 for students. Drop Dead, it's a comedic murder mystery is the way they have summed this up. And I want to thank you both for being here this morning. Randy Mann, welcome back. You're gonna, maybe you'll become a fixture on this program. I don't know. We'll see. And Billy Whelan, thank you very much for being also on the podcast this morning and
Absolutely.
sharing your expertise. I can tell you both really enjoy what you're doing.
Yes.
So again, folks,
Thank you for having us.
I would urge our listeners here and those watching on the podcast, buy tickets. I got a hunch this is going to sell pretty well because it's funny. You can tell that just by the way that the actors here are portraying this. It looks like it'd be a lot of fun. And what a better way to spend a winter before we get on
Yes.
it. So I will wrap this now, and I thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.